Hello there and welcome back. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can implement and insert a link within a text. So why should we add a link to our text? Well, there are actually a couple of different scenarios. Now the first one, let me just here create a new frame. Let's press the F key on our keyboard. Let's create here one frame. There we go. For example, let's name this frame home. And here I want to create some kind of text. For example, home, then a slash, navigation, then a slash, for example, about, right? I'm going to now reduce the font size here a little bit, like that. Let's specify there on the top. Perfect. So now I'm going to press enter to enter this text, and I'm going to select this last text about, and then I'm going to click this little icon that says create a link. So here we can type the URL. Now there are a couple of different types of a URL which we can use here. So for example, we can write maybe the actual URL of a certain website like google.com, press enter. And now what we can do, we can also just press that or just hover over on this actual text, and then we can choose open link, so we can actually open and visit the actual link that we have specified within this text. There we go. So it works quite simple. And of course, whenever you are sharing your design with someone else, then that person will also be able to just check out that link that you have specified within that text, right? However, that's not the whole purpose of this navigation, right? So you can specify the link of a certain frame or even a page of your Figma project, right? And that can be quite useful, especially when you're prototyping your application. So I'm going to show you right now. For example, let's just delete all of that. I'm going to create here one rectangle, which will represent a button, for example. There we go. And within this rectangle, I'm going to add one text that will say about, right? There we go. I'm going to also reduce the font size here a little bit. Perfect. Let's select both of those elements and press Shift plus A to convert that into a frame. There we go. We can also specify some color of this button so it can represent the button even better. There we go. The next thing, I'm going to duplicate this frame, so just select the frame and press Ctrl D, and I'm going to rename this frame to say about. Now I'm going to remove this button, and here I'm going to just add one text that will say about. So this is our second screen which says about, right? Now what we can do, we can now for example, select our second frame, press right click, and then copy link, right? So now we have copied that link, and we can select our actual text within this button, then press this link, create link button, and we can paste that URL that we have just copied from our about frame. Press enter, there we go. And now what we can do, we can also launch this prototype so we can see our actual application. Now I'm going to focus on prototyping in some of the future videos of this course. For now, just follow my lead, press this button, and a new tab here will appear where you can see our actual application, right? So now when I click this about text or a link that we have created, we are going to immediately navigate to our second screen, which is about screen, right? And that's also one quite useful feature of links within a Figma. There we go. Now we can close that. And what we can also do, we can also try to copy pages as well. So for example, here as you can see, we have a page 1. What we can do, we can also create a new page, and then we can press right click here and then copy link to that page. And we can also here specify the link, for example, in this text to actually navigate to a whole different page, right? We can of course navigate to this frame from our design here as well. So that's how it works. There we go. And this feature is quite useful, especially when you're working on the prototype, right? Nevertheless, you can also remove the link just by selecting that text, like that, and just clicking this button once again. There we go. Now we can here detach that link. There we go, link deleted. So it works quite simple. And there we go. So for this video, that will be all.